What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also to ask me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Sculpting Your Body Takes Time. For all you people who like working out and you're trying to get a better body, getting fit or get in a better shape, for you people who don't know, it takes time. Like, depending on your size, your weight, your body type, and where you're trying to get to, it takes time. Now, understand there are people who are elite athletes who don't have a picture perfect physique. Okay? So sometimes when y'all looking at guys who may be professional athletes, they may be professional athletes, but they may not be completely ripped or shredded. Depends on the sport they play. And even in the sport they play, they may not be ripped or shredded. So when you start, understand it's going to take time. Like, understand your body's going to take a little bit of time to adjust when you first start. So you might not see results. It could be for the first month. Depending on, how much you got to get, how out of shape you are to the shape you want to get into. So you might wind up losing weight and not really seeing a difference. Okay? Because it takes time to sculpt your body into the way you want it to look. So you could, in the beginning, you're just doing cardio or, you're doing whatever, you're losing weight, but you're like, I don't look no different. Yeah, it happens. It happens on a regular basis. Keep going at it. Because if you keep going at it, what's going to wind up happening is your clothes are going to start fitting different, first and foremost. You're going to start losing weight. It's not going to look like nothing, but then your clothes are not going to, they're going to fit differently. And then they, might wind up being too big. Okay? And them goddamn mosquitoes got me today, or whatever them bugs got me today. Anyway, but the clothes are starting, they won't fit right anymore. So after a while, you're going to, okay, now you're going to know you're going on the right path. And when your clothes start fitting loosely and not fitting the same, the next thing that's probably going to start happening is then you're going to see small changes. Oh, okay, I lost a little here, I lost a little there. Oh, okay. That's when you see it. Like, it's going to take because your body needs an adjustment period to you actually sticking to it. Like, sometimes people don't realize because you don't stick to a workout regimen, your body's going to look at it, going to treat it as, this is just something that you're doing for the moment. So, it's not going to burn fat like it would if it's like, oh, this is what we doing now. Okay, so we doing this. Okay, no problem. I'm on it now. It's going to see if your body's going to see if your body needs a moment to take you seriously once you change your routine. Now, the other thing about that is, the clothes start fitting different and you start seeing things. Then when you start seeing a little bit more, then you're going to wind up in a situation where you're going to start, seeing the muscles that you're looking for. They're going to start peeking out. I'm in here, dog, but I'm in there. You ain't got me out there yet, but I'm in there. So you're going to start getting those definitions. Then you might be in the mirror, like all the people in the gym. What you do there, boy? I did 13 and a half push-ups, boy. I'm on it. Look at me. You're going to start tripping like that. And as you start, once you get to that point where you start seeing like muscles, then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I get it. That's like a lot of times that's when people click that they for sure, because some people quit in the beginning where they lose pounds but don't change. Then some people keep going and they start losing Then they start their clothes not fitting like they used to. And they're like, okay, I'm on the right path. Some people might quit even in that because their clothes aren't fitting, but they don't see the change. And then when you start seeing a little, uh oh, look at that there. That's when people start kicking it in. So then you start seeing a little bit more definition, a little bit more definition, a little bit more definition. And then you're like, okay. And then when you're down to whatever you're down to, and you feeling good about yourself, now what's gonna wind up happening is this. Now you're gonna see where I guess if you're trying to sculpt your body, you're gonna be deficient in certain areas. Certain areas gonna be better developed than others, just by your natural makeup, right? Like I don't have big legs. I was a sprinter. Ironically, I don't have huge legs, but I'm still fast. So I got a slender body type, athletic but slim. I was bigger, but I don't need to be that big. So then you're gonna start working on certain things, and then you're gonna kind of sculpt your body, but it takes time. That first, if you're if you're obese or overweight, that first 6 months, it could be 6 months until you really start seeing some results. If you're like obese, but because when people take these extreme diets, they see changes real fast. But changing that lifestyle, it takes a little time. That's why I said 6 months, because you're gonna have to change your diet. And I'm gonna tell you, here's a little secret, cause I eat sweets, but one of the things I made sure I stopped doing was seasoning my food so well. Like when you're changing, when you're trying to just change your body, you don't want to overeat. And when I cook, like I said, I was born in New Orleans, so I still know how to cook all that stuff. But when you cook it and it tastes so good, you're gonna get seconds, thirds, fourth, fifth. So I started, when I got very serious about losing some extra weight, I started making my food a little bit more bland. So one time I started making smaller portion sizes. So I don't, eat again and again and again. And crazy part about it is I eat pretty healthy as is, even when I cook like that. But how many calories you taking in? That's how much food. How many times do you need to eat seconds and thirds and fourths? Portion control don't mean nothing if you eating second, thirds, and fourths. And calories don't mean it's light in calories. Yeah, but you ate about 9,000 calories. You just kept snacking. Part of that lifestyle, I'll just get into it. Snacks. You gotta curb your appetite for snacks. Just so you know. Even though I eat sweets, I have a threshold. Like, okay, that enough is enough. That's enough for today. Now, getting back to it takes time to sculpt your body. You gotta understand that. What kind of functionality you looking for? Because some people are just, like when you get, if you think you're gonna get ripped like a bodybuilder, understand that few people are ripped like that, but also sometimes that lack of body fat can cause extreme cramping because you got to drain yourself to sometimes. Some people have a more natural propensity to be ripped than others. But understand that, some people draining the water out of their body, basically, to stay like that. So if they catch a cramp, it's a lot of muscle to cramp up, and that can hurt. So somewhere in between, when you functional and you're not bodybuilder ripped, is healthy. It's great, really. You don't have to have you don't have to have every ab. Maybe just a flat stomach. That'll suffice. People want to be built like football players, but being in football shape is probably the physique you're looking for as a man. And what I mean by that is, football players come into camp and they spent all, spring and summer getting in shape. So but when the actual season starts, you need to put on a little bit extra fat to take on that pounding. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really into lifting and you're not about lifting and power lifting and being super swole all the time and jacked and all the time. It's got to be functional. So the functional body looks a little different than the physique body. So just know, at most give yourself a whole year, depend if you're really out of shape. But if you're not, give yourself, halfway, 6 months. If you're better than that, 3 months. But give yourself a time period because it's going to take time. So we done on this one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.